Welcome you to the Stan Sheriff Center, the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. It is Mountain West versus Big West tonight on the opening night of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic. The New Mexico Lobos coming in at 2-1. The Rainbow Wahine of Hawaii also 2-1 on the year. And it will be the Lobos serving the ball into play to get this match started. Hannah Johnson, the 5'11" junior setter, waiting the signal. And she's going to look for an exchange of volleyballs. There is Dave Shoji, 40th season at the helm, 67 years of age. Across the way, Jeff Nelson in his 8th year on top of the Lobos program says this is the most athletic, maybe the most talented team he's had in Albuquerque. Tai Manu Olevao hits it wide on the first offensive attack for Hawaii, and New Mexico gets off the schneid first.
This is almost a case of David versus Goliath. Hawaii has most of their players that are under 6 feet, and New Mexico has most of their players that are over 6 feet tall.
Manu Olevao dug up, it goes over the net. Sarah Mendoza saves it along the sideline. Could have been an out ball. Olivia McGill, though, able to end all doubt, puts it down anyway. Olivia McGill, who had quite the debut last week, comes into this match leading the team with 25 kills, 2.5 kills per set, and is also hitting a team best 328. Here's Taylor Higgins, sophomore setter for Hawaii. They're going to set up Chantel Riddle. She is the superstar for New Mexico. She can get it done with the lefty swing. Keani Posse can't quite retrieve it and get it over the net. So that is a point for New Mexico. Chantel Riddle, the 6-foot senior, wearing number 3 for the Lobos, the preseason Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. She is an absolute freak of athletic nature at the net for the Lobos.
2-time All-American, got that whip of an arm.
Maddie Mayfield with the serve. Ginger Long passes it for Hawaii. Posse from off the net. That's dug up by Mayfield to the net. Played off of it by the setter Johnson. Now a chance for Hawaii. Mendoza bump sets Posse on one leg. Tried to go off the block. Thought she got a piece. Nothing doing from the officiating crew. And that's another point for New Mexico. Officials tonight, Ernie Ho up top. Dixon Chun down low. Dean Tamura and Sam Montalvo, the line judges. Mayfield again attacks Long in the deep corner. Higgins goes right side. Manu Olevao to sort of change the run up a little bit. Gets a second crack at it. The dink. Diving save by Ashley Kesley. Good save on the other side by Mendoza, but the set not there out of the palms of Taylor Higgins. You saw the dig by Ashley Kelsey. She is the Hawaii girl on this New Mexico team from Eva Beach, a redshirt freshman, playing the libero position.
And that's where the team went last night for dinner, was out to Eva Beach.
Must have been nice. McGill off the block, played by Mendoza. Higgins going left side. Posse denied access. And got an extra stare from Chantel Riddle.
Jeff Nelson said that Chantel may be the best blocker on the team, one of the best blockers he's ever had. Just an amazing athlete.
You see the block totals this season. She's listed at 6 feet. Coach Nelson says she's more like 5'11", but touches 10'7". Posse blocked and roofed again, and right now Riddle able to solve whatever riddle that Hawaii is trying to oppose. 6-1 New Mexico early. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match, Chris.
And for New Mexico, do they have the unsolvable riddle? That's Chantel Riddle. She's the pickup for preseason most valuable player in the Mountain West, and she hasn't been not solved by Hawaii yet. 2 big blocks in Hawaii. Lineup dilemma. I don't think Dave Shoji knew who he was going to start until right before the game. And I think that any players that do not play well may find themselves on the bench.
Time Manu Olevao from the opposite side. Diving save Mayfield, but to no avail. So Manu Olevao able to put it down, and Hawaii ends that New Mexico run.
I've been calling these games for like 30 years. I can count on one hand the times that Dave Shoji's called the first time out. And he just did right then.
Volleyball serves it long, and that was an issue for Hawaii in weekend #1. In fact, 17 service errors in the final match last week against San Diego State, the most since they recorded 19 against San Diego in the opening match of the 2010 season.
That wasn't so much a service error as it was the timing of the service error. Hawaii had fought hard to finally get a side out. Then you got to keep that next serve's got to go in.
Ginger Long able to find the floor, plugging it through the block. Ginger Long has been prolific on the arm swings, coming into this match a team high 86 attempts, averaging 1.9 kills %, but hitting just .081 coming in. Sarah Mendoza, good serve there. Mayfield pops it up. Bump set goes to Riddle over the top of the block. Manuole the save. Now Long, big windup, goes cross court. That's dug up by Warren. Warren will get a swing from the left side. Mendoza there off the block. Here's Long again, blocked and roofed. Boy, Chantel Riddle is imposing her authority over there on the right side.
3 blocks in 3 rotations. Set the ball away from her. She is just so good on that right side.
8 serving 3. Good pass, Manuole Val. Here's Posse from the right side. Went high hands, rat-a-tatted around, and Riddle will two-hand it over. Higgins right side. Here's Posse. Good dig by Kelsey. Now from the left side, Warren, and Ginger Long there to scoop it up for Hawaii. She'll get a try. Block. She keeps it alive. Higgins, where does she go? Back row. Manuole Val. Off-speed hit. That's dug up by Riddle. Now Warren again off the net. Finds the Terraflex. Julia Warren, a 6'1" sophomore, one of the 7 players from New Mexico on this New Mexico roster. And it's 9 serving 3.
2-time volleyball Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of New Mexico. She can play.
Ginger Long again. Off the fingertips. There is Mayfield. Middle set and a block and roof for Calais Adolfo.
All it takes is one great play like that to ignite a team. Calais might have just provided that spark of this block solo.
It was 6'1" Adolfo blocking 6'5" Victoria Sprague, another New Mexico native, 6'5" freshman for the Lobos. Savannah Kahakai in and serving for Hawaii. Step out goes to Sprague. She's blocked back. Kelsey falls to the floor to try to keep it alive. Free chance now for Hawaii. Step out Adolfo. Great job by the Lobos to just keep it alive. Riddle from the back row. Manuole Val the dig. Here's Ginger Long. Tried to go deep corner. Riddle was having none of it. Now Warren off the top of the tape. Kahakai the save. Long again. Hit it fat. No touch at the net. And that's another point for New Mexico, and they're up 10-4 here in the opening set.
Lobos playing some pretty good defense for a large team. You know, almost all their players in that court are over 6 feet tall, as we said earlier. And they're digging a lot of Hawaii's attacks.
Julia Warren, known as Jules, the jump serve for New Mexico, curled it over the top of the net. Good scramble by Higgins to keep it alive. Now a chance for the Lobos. Step out, and that's Sprague. Denied again. It was Long up with Adolfo.
Ginger Long posted up that block on the outside. Got most of it with her left hand, I think. Let's see, she goes up and, nope, her right hand. In either case, great block.
And a much needed point for Hawaii as New Mexico was starting to distance itself. Still a 5-point differential here in the opening set. Ginger Long out of Kamehameha Maui. Just got it over the net. Left side, and that is a kaboom coming off of the palm of Cassie House, 6'2" sophomore from Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
Great cross-court swing. She sees that the middle blocker, Calais Adolfo, did not make it to the outside, so she chose that opportunity to go cross-court. You see her numbers there, 2 kills a game, averaging, she hits about for 17% average.
So Ashley Kelsey out of Campbell High School puts it into play. Manuole Val able to go through the block and down. Did not play the final match last weekend against San Diego State because it was on a Sunday, so she sat out because of religious beliefs as part of the LDS Church, but one of the more efficient hitters certainly in the opening week for Hawaii.
Still made all tournament. I think she was rewarded for her efficiency, which was over 300, hit 304 for the weekend.
Claire Marie Anderson to serve. Left side, this is House. Blocked by McGill, then tapped over on the second touch by Johnson, but Kahakai wasn't quite ready for it, got handcuffed. So that's a point for New Mexico. So after New Mexico jumping out to about a half-dozen point lead, trading points, here the last couple of sequences. The Thursday night crowd here at the Stan Sheriff Center trying to drum up some noise. Johnson serves it wide.
One of the concerns for Jeff Nelson was the adjustment from 6,000 feet to sea level, what his girls would do, especially in the serving area. As we saw there, I believe that was the second service error.
Here's Taylor Higgins. She can serve it tough. Right on cue. Delivers an ace. Taylor Higgins with 3 aces last week. Comes up with one right there.
And she just rips it right in the seam. Tough for Ashley Kelsey to handle that ball. Young lady out of Campbell High School.
She goes back to Kelsey, does Higgins. This time she passes it. And House unable to maneuver it over the net. So the Wahine able to string together 3 points here. It's now 9 serving 12, trying to creep back into this first set. Jeff Nelson really liked Taylor Higgins. Had a lot of compliments to send her way when we were talking to him prior to the match. Here is Higgins setting up Manuole Bao. Blocked and roof. And guess who was there? Chantel Riddle.
I believe that's her 4th block. 2 of them, I think, were block solos. She's amazing. She's everything Jeff Nelson told us she was at the net and more.
She was the University of New Mexico 2013 Female Athlete of the Year.
That's all universities, all everything. Yeah. That's amazing.
But the serve is wide from Maddie Mayfield. Point for Hawaii, a little bit of a break there.
I think Robin Dos Santos hasn't told Taylor Higgins yet. I think the next time out, she's got to get the word set away from Chantel Riddle.
Manuole Bao, good pass by Kelsey. Middle goes to Simone Henderson. The dink was covered, though, by Higgins. Bump set to Long. High hands. Diving save to no avail from Mayfield. Point Hawaii.
You see the shot selection that time by Ginger Long? She did not hit low in that block of Chantel. She hit high hands and got the kill.
Series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. New Mexico and Hawaii have played 8 times. Hawaii has yet to lose to the Lobos. Remember, they used to be rivals in the Western Athletic Conference before the Lobos left to the Mountain West. Hawaii now in the Big West, but here they are again. The last time they met was 2008. Hawaii back to within 2. Largest lead of this first set for New Mexico was 6. And out of the timeout, Manuole Bao serves it to the back row. Mayfield the pass, and it's Riddle. And it's almost looking like too easy of a sport for her out there right now. That is her 2nd kill to go along with 4 blocks.
Last year in the Mountain West, she led in kills and points. That's when you add blocks to the equation. So she's the real deal.
From the right side, too, as a left-handed hitter. Pretty unbelievable. Simone Henderson, the pass. Long has to go up against the wall that is Riddle. And right now, there is no solving that Riddle for Hawaii.
It was one of our keys to the game, was solving Riddle. This is her 5th block. Look how she penetrates over the net. She goes up high. I really think that Taylor Higgins has just got to stay away from her for a while. Back set here to Posse, or set in the middle to McGill.
Riddle from off the net. McGill got a piece of it, but that one had a little heat coming off. And it ricochets out for another New Mexico point. Chantel Riddle has taken this match here in the first set completely by storm.
She's got 3 kills, 5 blocks. That's 8 of their 16 points have been Chantel Riddle.
Henderson, the deep serve, handled by Mendoza. Long. This time, a net violation against New Mexico. Long was rearing back a little bit more that time. She wanted to put a little more juice on it. Was able to get it past the block, but a net violation anyway.
And of all people, Riddle was the one that committed the net violation. She's human.
She was envisioning another swat right there. Here she is on the attack. It's another kill for Chantel Riddle.
She played on the USA National 2 team for 2 years, so she's regarded highly at the very highest USA volleyball, women's volleyball level.
Higgins, middle set Adolfo just got a piece of it. New Mexico, though, unable to keep it alive. Sprague was the first to touch it. Finally found its way to the floor. Savannah Kahakai now on to serve for Hawaii, and they could use a little string here. She leads the team with 4 aces coming in. Has served some long stretches here through the first 3 matches. Can she come up with an important one here in the first set? Pass by Kelsey, bump set. Here's Riddle from off the net, off the block. Kahakai saves. Step out, Adolfo off the block and out. Hawaii within 3.
There's your Molokai slide at its best.
Adolfo also all tournament last weekend. Tied for 3rd with 19 kills coming into this match. Kelsey uses 2 hands to retrieve it, and plugging it through the block is Jules Warren. Was the Mountain West Conference Freshman of the Year last season. At 25 starts, was 2nd on the team with 222 kills. There is Sky Gillette in the front row for New Mexico. Warren the jump serve. Good pass. Mendoza step out. Adolfo. And the block wasn't able to form before Adolfo was able to strike it down.
Right, running that slide pretty well right now. Connection between Higgins and Adolfo, seamless.
And an ovation for Ginger Long leaving, but also an ovation for Calais Greeley, the 6'2 freshman who made quite a splash last week, particularly in that last match against San Diego State. In her first start of the season, had 15 kills and hit .433. Here's House, dug up by Greeley. Left side, Manoelevao off the fingertips of the block. Middle set, Gillette. It's dug up by Kahakai. Touched over on the second hit by Higgins. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed.
Oh, and Higgins knew where that open court was. It was in that back right position, or what they call the 1 area. She just nailed it. Great play by Taylor.
Mentioned Jeff Nelson. All kinds of compliments he paid to Taylor Higgins before the match. Said, yeah, we gave her one of those formality of a scholarship offer because we knew she was going to go to Hawaii, but we thought she was so great in club, we'd just try it anyway. Really missing the floor on the serve.
See if they serve Greeley here, knowing that she's the freshman. Nope, instead they go to Mendoza.
Manoelevao blocked, kept alive by Kahakai. Manoelevao again, off the block and down. Hawaii's not going away here, still within 2, 17 serving 19, and it'll be Claire Marie Anderson coming back in to slap it into play for Hawaii.
Claire Marie Anderson, back to serve.
5'5 freshman out of Punahou. Floats it over the net. Kelsey, the best pass there. And then a shank of a set, but a diving save by House to keep it alive. McGill in the middle. Didn't get a lot of it, didn't need a lot of it.
Dave showed you up off the bench, going to question Ernie Ho on that last non-call. Instead, Athletic Justice takes care of it with Olivia McGill kill.
And a chance for Hawaii to tie things up here in the first set. Pass by Warren. Set goes left side. House just got the back line. And a point for the Lobos.
Boy, House at 6'2" has great range. Developed a lot more shots this summer when she played on the Mountain West All-Star team. They took a trip to Europe. Developed a few more tools in her hitting bag.
Served by Johnson, and that one drifts long. So a point for Hawaii, back to within 1, and another chance to tie things up here in the first set. This is a New Mexico roster that features just 1 senior, that's Chantel Riddle. 4 juniors, 5 sophomores, 7 freshmen. So a roster that's broken up similarly to Hawaii this year. Great serve by Higgins, better pass by Kelsey. From the back row, Warren, the overpass on the dig by Mendoza. Chance now for the Lobos. Here's Riddle through a double block. Right there is Posse. Higgins picks and chooses. Goes to Manoelevao, block. Saved by Mendoza. Higgins has to go outside again. Manoelevao the deep. Rattled around and saved by Henderson. Back row. Greeley. Great dig. That time by Warren. Now House from the left side. Went cross court and wide. So a point for Hawaii. We're knotted up at 20.
Boy, that was a long haul. Coming back from that very poor start. And now knotting it up, Jeff Nelson has 1 timeout left. We'll see if he uses it here if Hawaii scores again.
Higgins gets a good serve in, an overpass. Free chance for Hawaii. Outside, Manoelevao off the block and down. 4th kill for Manoelevao, and Hawaii with first lead of this opening set.
On a perfect pass like that, I'm not sure I would have set to the outside, right where Chantel Riddle was blocking. I would have gone to the middle to McGill, gone to the back row for an attack, or set behind to the right side player, Posse. A lot of other choices I think that Higgins could have made. When she goes back and looks at that film, she'll go, oops, why did I do that?
Got away with one there, perhaps.
She did get away with one.
All right, time now for the Jack Fact, with Hawaii up 21-20. Rainbow Wahine coming in ranked 20th here in the latest AVCA poll. Representing the Aloha State, 13 players hailing from Hawaii are on the rosters of this week's tournament participants. Hawaii with 9. St. John's, who played earlier, lost to 22nd ranked Oregon in the opening match of the tournament earlier tonight. They have 2. Oregon with a player from Hawaii as well, and we mentioned Ashley Kelsey from New Mexico. So yeah, we have players from Hawaii in all corners of the country, and part of the reason why these teams and these coaches want to bring their teams here to the 50th state to play.
You know, it's especially great to see Ashley Kelsey come in and play. She had an ACL her first year in the alumni game, and then the following year, ACL again in the same knee. And she's come back now, and now she's doing a formidable job as their libero. Not outside hitting, but being libero and doing a terrific job. Really, everybody's really happy for her. Her coach in high school couldn't be happier. Ala Iosefa, an old friend of mine that I used to play against.
Yeah, in fact, Kelsey thought about giving up volleyball. Teammates encouraged her to stay around. While she was rehabbing, she was relegated to just passing drills. And as Jeff Nelson and his coaching staff were watching her go through the passing drills, they said, wow, she's actually pretty darn good. And it evolved into a libero start for her.
Great to see her playing well.
21-20. Hawaii on a 6-2 run. And finding the back line is Higgins. A close call benefits Hawaii, and Higgins with her second ace. A 4-0 run now here with Higgins at the service line. And Hawaii by 2, go figure. Higgins again. An overpass by Kelsey. Higgins goes right side. Posse has to just push it over. Kelsey there to save. And that is a rare hitting error from Chantel Riddle. Trying to go hard angle, missed the court wide.
You can count on 2 blockers being up on Chantel whenever that ball goes up. Hawaii's going to make sure they don't get beat by her on a solo block.
Higgins, that one she pumps long, maybe a little too much adrenaline flowing during that
run. She had a lot of adrenaline there.
Job well done, Hawaii up 2, and it is an 8-3 run for Hawaii since the insertion of Kalei Greeley.
She's picking up right where she left off last weekend. She played so well that last night of the tournament.
And Hawaii close out, though, here in the first. Mayfield the serve. Pass Mendoza. And Greeley will have to free ball it over. Riddle. Oh, my gosh. Like she was jumping off of a trampoline getting up over the net.
She is quick off the ground, and that left arm of hers is just whip-like. Dave showed you using his last timeout here, trying to slow down and disrupt the server for New Mexico.
Rainbow Wahine trying to close out this opening set, opening night of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic. And as we mentioned, Oregon defeating St. John's in the first match earlier this evening. It went 4 sets. But Hawaii facing another series of challenges here. This is a New Mexico team that was preseason picked 2nd in the Mountain West Conference, received 4 first-place votes, trying to dethrone Colorado State, which has been the Mountain West champ the last 5 years. That's turning into a formidable rivalry in the Mountain West.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, what I'm amazed at tonight, in case you just joined us, Hawaii got down 6-1. They got down 12-6. They were really one knockout punch after another, and the Chantel Riddle just had her way at the net. 5 blocks in the first set. And for Hawaii to be here at 23-22 is nothing short of amazing.
And again, Kalei Greeley having perhaps a little to do with that. Probably more than just a coincidence that Hawaii went on that run when she did enter the match, but some tough serving from Taylor Higgins. And they're right back in position, 23-22, but the Lobos right there.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of that rivalry you were talking about, New Mexico and Colorado State, Jeff Nelson did get a text from Colorado State coach just prior to the game saying, please win.
Yeah. Hey, the more both teams win, the better it is for the conference,
exactly.
right?
It helps the conference.
It's a big serve coming up here for Maddie Mayfield out of the timeout. 22 serving 23 in the first set. Mendoza handles it. Higgins goes right side. Manuole Vao. Block was up late, but still getting a piece was Warren. Now she gets a swing on the outside off the block. Right there is Greeley. Higgins goes to Manuole Vao again. Good piece of that one by Simone Henderson. Here's Riddle. Finds the corner. It's becoming repetitive. And we're tied again.
No matter how you line up your defense on the block, she can go over pretty much any block that she wants. Watch how high she gets. She goes over McGill, and McGill touches 10-7 herself.
We're tied at 23. Mendoza, the pass. The set goes middle to McGill. Kept alive by New Mexico. Henderson has to dink it over. It'll be Greeley, but he only two-hands it over. Free chance now for the Lobos. Riddle dug up by Greeley. It actually goes off of the jumbo screen on the scoreboard overhead. Set to Posse on the outside. Dug up by Kelsey. Warren from the outside. Two-hand save Mendoza. Higgins, left side. Posse, big swing. Blocked and roofed. That has been the story of this first set. Chantel Riddle smothering that outside attack for Hawaii.
6 blocks now for Riddle to go along with her 6 kills. That's 12 points all by herself. What a performance she's putting on.
And now New Mexico in position to win this first set. Higgins goes right side. Manuole Vao through the block and down. Much needed point for Hawaii. And we're going to play a few extras here in the opening set. Now Gianna Guinasso comes in for the first time for Hawaii. Baby G, as they call her. 5'9" freshman from Huntington Beach. Had 2 aces in last week's opening tournament. But a service error in the most inopportune time tonight.
Freshman nerves there. She had a great run last week. Really served tough in some clutch situations. Served a little bit short. Hit the cable.
Simone Henderson with the serve for New Mexico. Good pass, Greeley. Right side. Here's Posse. Does she find the deep corner? No, she does not. Well, one line judge said it was out. Another line judge signaled in. And they're going to take the out call. And that is going to be the end of the first set. So New Mexico wins by 2, 26-24. And Hawaii will play from behind here on the opening night of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic.
Goes high, she goes over, she has great form, and then when she hits on the right side, she's just as effective. She goes high, she goes over blocks, she's got 6 kills, 1 error, hitting .417. She's a one-person wrecking crew.
And again, just like last week, the 3-set sweep loss to 25th-ranked Arizona State, Hawaii found itself in the lead late in a set, in position to possibly win, maybe 1 play away from having taken the opening set here tonight.
I'm sure Dave Shoji is reminded of that. He's had nightmares about those Arizona State sets because all 3 of those sets were winnable. And I think he does not want to let any sets get away tonight, that's for sure. I think he felt a little bit like that one got away, but you know, New Mexico played so well early, built that big lead. Hawaii just had to scramble and come from so far back. They just didn't have it going at the end. See if they change their lineup at all.
Yeah, Calais Greeley is in, and so is Savannah Kahakai here for Hawaii to start the second set.
Yeah, I think looks like Greeley is in for Ginger Long. Yeah.
It'll be Greeley to serve first. Quick middle set goes to Henderson. Right there is Mendoza. Manuole Vao from the outside. Net violation on New Mexico. Wouldn't have mattered. That's a point for Hawaii. Getting off to that much needed positive start here in the second set. Greeley, very deliberate behind the service line. Jump serve, pumps it long. She takes a few extra breaths, few extra bounces when she receives the whistle signal from the referee.
like there's going to be another substitution. We just heard from Ryan Suchi. He said that Megan Huff will be coming in for Posse. Between Posse and Long, they were hitting negative 300, I believe.
That is an out serve from Maddie Mayfield.
So both outside hitters are going to be replaced in the second set by a couple of freshmen.
Sarah Mendoza. 24 digs the opening night against Ohio. 24 digs, both tying career highs for her against San Diego State last week. Warren down the line. Mendoza dives, can't come up with the save. Point New Mexico. Lobos looking pretty sharp here the opening night of this tournament. Head coach Jeff Nelson, you can tell he's confident about his team. High expectations. He says we have a gun, as he put it, at every position. Here's McGill, one of the guns for Hawaii. Diving save, Mayfield. Left side set goes to Warren off the block. There's Mendoza. Higgins. High and away. Manuole Val down the line and in. The New Mexico coaching staff thought it was out. It's a point for Hawaii.
I thought it actually hit the center right here. Right off Johnson's arm, I thought.
Looked in anyway on that replay, at least I thought. Here's Higgins, that's an ace. Well, she's got the serve flowing here so far tonight.
The littlest Rainbow Wahine out there with the biggest serve.
Megan Huff, you see, inserted into the match. Off the tape. Higgins comes up with another dealing of an ace. 4 service aces for Taylor Higgins. Why not 3 in a row? Mayfield the pass.
Almost.
Here's Riddle from off the net. Took something off. Higgins going left side. Manuole Val dug up by Mayfield. Nicely done. Set goes high and away. Off the net is Warren. Tried to go hard angle. Missed it wide. Point Hawaii, and they're up 4 here in set number 2. 4-0 run for the Rainbow Wahine.
So Jeff Nelson's going to substitute, try to slow down Higgins. He doesn't want to use a timeout, obviously, but maybe throw off her rhythm a little bit by getting a substitute in and slow things down.
It'll be a freshman coming in for the sophomore Mayfield. That is Stephanie Chavez, 5'4" flush.
And it worked.
Yeah, nice little delay, sort of pause in the action. Higgins serves it into the net. So 3 serving 6, and back there for New Mexico is Chantel Riddle. Pass by Manuole Val. Higgins picks Huff on the outside, off the fingertips. Chavez the save. Here's Warren winding up, uncoiling, but getting roofed.
Nice move by Hawaii block here. McGill and Olival moving as a unit, 4 hands across.
Olival to serve. Tickles the tape. Diving save. Chavez punched over on the second hit. Hawaii trying to scramble, can't come up with it. Good ad-libbing that time. It was Chavez keeping it afloat and then punched over by Johnson. Hawaii couldn't return it. So well done there on the improvisational skills by the Lobos. 4 serving 7. Jules Warren to put it into play. It was an Under Armour and Max Preps All-American at La Cueva High School in Albuquerque. Pass by Greeley, a stiff one. Middle set, McGill hit it high, but Kelsey saves it. Middle set goes to Gillette. That's blocked. Lobos keep it alive. Kind of a shaky set that time. House able to get some heat on it. The save by Greeley. McGill will just pass it over. Left side, House blocked. There's Kelsey. Jump set by Johnson. Middle to Gillette. Went high hands, got a piece. And it's a point for New Mexico.
Smart hit by Sky Gillette that time. Reaching high, saw 2 blockers up. Knew she had to go high. She was eyeball to eyeball with Olivia McGill.
Gillette, a Denver, Colorado native, 5'11" junior. Overpass by Greeley, and there is Sky Gillette skying a little higher on the exchange at the net.
A bit of an overpass there by Greeley, 50-50 ball. knows part of the ball was on New Mexico's side, as if they could have a free shot at it.
Free shot for Hawaii as that serve goes wide. And it'll be 8 serving 6. Anderson enters. Claire Marie Anderson, intending to major in biology at the University of Hawaii. Kelsey the pass. And Greeley was anticipating Hannah Johnson trying to dump it over. Greeley right there to turn it back.
First time in 2 weekends anybody's picked up on a dump shot by the opposing setter and been successful blocking it right back. Great play by Clay Greeley.
Two-hand pass by Kelsey. Middle set goes to Gillette off the block. Higgins the bump. Anderson bump sets Greeley. That's off the block and saved by Warren. Quick middle, Gillette found the deep corner. Gillette gets up there. That's another point for New Mexico. Anderson will leave. McGill comes in for Hawaii and then quickly gets replaced by the libero Mendoza.
Gillette last weekend, 8 kills, no errors, and 10 tries, hit 800.
Here's Huff, blocked and roofed. No Riddle in the area. Instead, it was House and Simone Henderson. First time Riddle hasn't been part of a block for New Mexico tonight.
That's right.
Good pass by Mendoza. Greeley off the block and out. She is such a smart player. It seems to be almost matter of fact when she's out there.
Yeah, when they take her angle, she hits line. When they take her line, she hits angle. It's a smart play. Tight set, little trap. She just wiped it off the outside blocker's hand.
Kahakai the serve. Good pass, Warren. Outside set goes to House. The block hadn't really formed, but Kahakai saves it. Back row set. Manuole Val finds the seam. Point Hawaii, they're up 3. That's 8 kills for Tai Manuole Val. Kahakai pumped it long. 6 service errors for Hawaii. See the unorthodox serve by Johnson. Higgins caught the Lobos off guard. Well done by the sophomore.
Excellent pass by Kalea Adolfo that time. It was a difficult play. She's inside the 3-meter line, takes it with her hands, got to set it up there just right, hoping for a backslide. She distracted the middle blocker just enough for Higgins to put down an easy play.
Here's House coming from the outside. Good block put up by Higgins and Adolfo. Now Riddle from the right side. He was able to split the uprights. Manuole Val and Adolfo offering, but couldn't close the gap.
2 blockers up, but not closed enough, not tight enough block to block Riddle. You got to be almost perfect when you block her.
7 kills for Chantel Riddle. She's hitting .429 to go along with her 6 blocks. Chavez the serve pass. Greeley step out. Adolfo popped up in the air by Warren. Here's Riddle. Over the top of the block and down.
A nice set that time from Hannah Johnson as well. Hannah knows where Riddle is at all times, by the way.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
The Hawaii blockers are probably aware of where she is at all times, too. Manuole Val tried to go down the line, missed it wide. And New Mexico right back even with Hawaii. Dave Shoji up off the bench. Two-hand pass by Adolfo. Manuole Val off the block and out. This has been the story of this Hawaii team through the first now 3+ matches. Moments and stretches of brilliance. And then that is followed up by moments of head-scratching questions.
Yeah, and Dave showed you about the bench on that last Olival hit down the line. He doesn't like the fact that Hawaii's already got 12 unforced errors.
Manuole Val getting into a groove.
He'd rather see more of that.
That'll work for Dave Shoji. 9 kills on 23 attacks for Tai Manuole Val, hitting .292.
Notice Olival hit away from Riddle just now.
Overpass that time by Kelsey. And it is going to be a Hawaii point. Violation called against New Mexico. 15-12, Rainbow Wahine here in set number 2.
Find the perfect gift for every occasion at Big Island Candies. Visit them in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire collection and place your order today.
Back here at the Stan Sheriff Center. So this goes in the books as an illegal blocker for New Mexico.
Correct, because Olival was actually attacking the ball in the back row center. Johnson was up there as an illegal blocker.
Hawaii gets the point out of the timeout with the advantage. Manu Olival denied by Riddle. Couldn't get it over. Kept it alive momentarily. New Mexico players had sort of stopped. They thought it went off of the Terraflex after the block. It's a point for the Lobos nonetheless. And back there to serve is Simone Henderson. Lobo Classic all-tourney team selection last week. Floats it deep. Kahakai, the two-hand pass. Middle set McGill. We haven't seen too much of that tonight. So effective in week number 1. Olivia McGill strikes.
You need to see more of it. That's only McGill's. Well, that's her 10th set, but she's only gotten. It's only her 4th kill.
No hitting errors yet for her. She's hitting 400. Jump serve by Higgins. Good pass, Kelsey. Here's Riddle. Blocked. Kelsey saves it into the net and down. So Hawaii able to put up the wall on Riddle. Reverse the fortunes. Flip the script, if you will.
I guess they got invited to Riddle's block party. Because Riddle's had a block party all night long, and finally Olival got invited. So did McGill.
Kelsey had a little issue with that one, and she'll two-hand it over. Higgins goes right side. Huff off the block and out. Hawaii up a handful.
You know why I like that set? It wasn't to the side where Riddle was blocking. 14. And she gets a header out of it, too.
Yeah, that was Gillette trying to get over there. Megan Huff, the 6'3" freshman, able to give Hawaii its largest lead of the set. And on a serve by Higgins that was oh so close to being yet another ace, it is ruled wide.
That was very close.
Riddle with the serve. On Olival, the pass, middle set, McGill. When they get the pass and they get the opportunity, Olivia McGill is hard to stop.
They need more McGill.
A timeout taken by New Mexico. Hawaii by 5. Back here at the Stan Sheriff Center, let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
Well, let's go watch for Clay Adelpho right there. She's going to pass the ball with her hands here. Difficult pass. And then she goes tearing out to the right side to run a slide. It distracts New Mexico. And Higgins gets to dump the ball down on the center down. Great play.
Maybe that replay distracted New Mexico on the serve. Taimano Olivao able to serve up an ace. Hawaii serving the ball effectively tonight. What did you say?
Yeah, she really has done a nice job.
Here she is again. Pass by Mayfield. Jump set right side. Riddle from behind the 10-foot line. Couldn't get it over the tape.
Here's what I like about Manu Olival's serving is that she's another jump server. It's not just one Higgins and that's it. She's provided another jump server. County Posse also has a great jump serve. She's not in the lineup right now though, but Manu Olival is providing that other spin jump server.
A 9-2 run for Hawaii as head coach Jeff Nelson signals another timeout. And he is right in the grill of his lone senior and one of the team captains, Chantel Riddle. You know, he says he has 3 squad. Elsa Craig, who we haven't seen, a 6'2" junior middle, is one of the other 2, as well as Hannah Johnson, the setter. He says Riddle isn't necessarily your prototypical captain or leader, but she is the lone senior, and so she takes on some of that responsibility. But he says, you know, I still have to talk with her. I still have to kind of keep her emotions relatively grounded at times.
Yeah, I think on that last conversation was probably something about we need you to keep the ball in play because you're front row right now. If you just keep it in play, there's a pretty good chance that they're going to set out to your side and you'll get another block.
That would be a high probability for sure. Let's check in with Ryan Suji. Ryan.
Thanks, Kanoa. Well, Coach Nelson, talking to his team about their mental game, he's saying that we're letting Hawaii in it because of our unforced errors and really wants his team to concentrate on the game plan at hand. Dave Shoji talking to Tai Manu'olewau about her shot selections when hitting and wants to encourage her to hit cross-court, again, not challenging the line. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ryan. Need tickets to an upcoming UH contest? Visit HawaiiAthletics.com. Call 944-BOWS or visit the Stan Sheriff Center box office. 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting UH sports action.
Here's a couple of interesting numbers. Hawaii hit 082 in the first set. They're hitting 400 in this set. And New Mexico hitting 136.
Manu'olewau leading all attackers with 10 kills, serves it into the net. So an effective timeout that time by Jeff Nelson.
Another untimely service out. Not so much the service that's missed, but it was untimely after a timeout. That's exactly why New Mexico called timeout, was to slow down Manu'olewau.
Warren with the serve for the Lobos, down 6. Middle set, McGill saved off of the ricochet by Riddle, and then one-footed over by Gillette. Right side, this is Huff. Missed it wide, no touch at the net. Megan Huff.
I think she was taking probably the right shot, just bit off more than she could chew, but I think that line was probably open.
Really the pass, put it right on the money. Middle set, McGill, the dink was there. Pulled the string and watched it go down.
They're paying a lot of attention to McGill. She's getting 2 blockers up pretty much every time. She's still got 6 kills. Between her and Adolfo, they've got 9 kills, no errors in 16 tries. So they're getting over 500 as middle blockers.
Anderson, the serve, overpass by Kelsey. Kelsey digs it back over the net. Now Greeley the swing. That's dug up by Warren. Left side, here's House by the block and down. Well, Kelsey coming up the big winner after what looked like a ping pong match in the middle of that sequence.
Nice swing on the outside there by Cassie House, her 3rd kill of the night.
It'll be the Hawaii girl, Kelsey, sending it long. Said she'd be nervous coming into this match, being in front of some of her family and friends. Had to wait so long to get out there on the floor for New Mexico, but you figure now that she's healthy, she still has all her years of eligibility remaining. Here's Kahakai, the pass by Kelsey. Left side, House, blocked en route. Palea Adolfo saying, oh, no you don't.
That was picture perfect. Nice footwork, nice handwork. All credit to Palea Adolfo.
Hawaii a chance to break even here in the match. Step out, goes to Henderson, and she just pushed it to that deep corner right by a diving Mendoza and Manu'olewau.
That was a smart play by Henderson. Speaking of smart, she only had a 3.99 GPA in high school.
Really, pass tight to the net. Higgins pushed it over in the second touch. Great job of keeping it alive by New Mexico. Chance now for Hawaii. Adolfo on the step out. Mendoza played it. Looked like an out ball off the block. Greeley gets blocked. And Kahakai will bump set Greeley off the net, over the block. Right there is Kelsey. Here's Riddle. Fingertips dug up by Manu'olewau. Manu'olewau from the back row. One knee save Warren. Good rally here. Warren 2 hands it over. Higgins handles the first touch. So it's a bump set to Greeley off the block. And out. Point Hawaii. Set number 2 goes to the Rainbow Wahine. And we draw even here in this match. Hawaii losing a tight one in the first set. Rallies to break even after 2. We got a match. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. What are some of the numbers that tell some of the story here tonight, Chris?
Well, you can tell the kill percentages are about the same. Blocks, New Mexico 8, but look who had 6 of them. Chantel Riddle. And then the service aces, that's where Hawaii's really done the job. You got to give a lot of credit to Taylor Higgins. She's got a career high 4. Her career high before that was 1. So she's busted that record, but she's got Hawaii on several runs that have made a big difference, in my opinion. Whenever she's gone back, they've scored points.
All right, now I'd like to talk further about the match, but I just learned a very interesting fact about you. Show the dislocated pinky finger. How did that happen?
I was digging the ball, and
Who hit the ball? Come on.
Tom Selleck hit the ball.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
It was an injury he suffered trying to dig up a hit by Tom Selleck.
Yeah, back in the day. If anybody remembers who he was, yeah.
Everybody knows who he was. He was Magnum PI at the time.
I was coerced into saying that for the record.
The people should know that. That's a heck of a story. I would dislocate my pinky finger like trying to swat a fly or something. You dislocated digging up a spike from Tom Selleck. Good stuff.
Here's what Hawaii's got to figure out right here. Chantel Riddle. They've got to set the ball away from her as much as possible and get 2 blockers up on her when she's attacking.
Mexico serves first. Hannah Johnson to serve step out. Adolfo didn't get all of it, got enough of it. And that's a point for Hawaii.
Notice they went away from Riddle there and ended up getting the killing. It's a good idea to either go in the middle or set behind, but not set out in front out to the left side.
Yeah, if you have a choice,
yes.
Seems like an obvious one. Here's Riddle from off the net. Blocked. She keeps it alive, though. Now left side, the swing for Devin Sowers. And a rude welcoming to the match for Devin Sowers, thanks to Olivia McGill and Taylor Higgins.
Olivia McGill and Taylor Higgins are now in the block party.
There's Sarah Mendoza with the serve. Pass by Warren. Middle set. And that one didn't get above the net. It appeared. And a little athletic justice. Simone Henderson's middle attack didn't appear to get above the tape. Finally, it was Warren who hit it into the net anyway. 3 serving 0. Here's Riddle. Over the block, great dig. Mendoza pushed over on the second touch by Higgins. Warren is there to keep it alive. Riddle now the swing through the block. Ahakai, the dig for Hawaii. And Olivia McGill able to put it right to the middle of the floor. And a timeout taken by Jeff Nelson. So Hawaii turning the tide in the second set and keeping the momentum running. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Levitt, Yamane, and Soldner. 3.3 service errors per set by Hawaii this season. That's coming into tonight's match. And you see the service errors per set numbers last season, about half that. Mendoza, though, right on cue with the statistic, showing that Hawaii turning the tide in that department a little bit here tonight.
I like the way that Sarah's mixing up her serve. Sometimes she serves that bow and serve right down the middle of the court. Sometimes she serves that short. Let's see where she goes here, deep or short. Deep one.
Santa Barbara native puts it to the middle of the floor. Middle set goes to Henderson, and that one pinballed around, and Sarah Mendoza got the worst of it. Simone Henderson dropping a hammer right there.
Dave Shoji saw that she got shot. He says, Sarah, you all right? And Sarah, looking through tears, says, yeah, I'm okay, coach. Keep me in.
Sarah Bear grinding the teeth a little bit after that connection. Now Manuel Levao. One-handed save by Mayfield. That was magnificent. Chance now for Hawaii. Higgins goes quick middle. McGill dug up over the net. McGill a second time is dug up by Kelsey. Now Warren tried to push it. Right there is Mendoza. Set connection with Manuel Levao, though not well timed. Chance for the Lobos. Middle set Henderson. Net violation called against McGill. Didn't matter. Henderson pounds it down. Point New Mexico.
How about Maddie Mayfield, the 5'4" sophomore from Albuquerque, in the middle of that rally, keeping it alive with a terrific play. She played 27 matches last year. All-state player. She was 4th in aces for them.
She is serving. Kahakai handles it well. Left side, Manuel Levao. And she was able to sneak it past Chantel Riddle. Interestingly enough, Ty Manuel Levao has been able to, many of the times tonight, overcome that block put up by Riddle.
You know, I think she's easy to not have a block on you if you just hit the other way. Like, go to the middle.
Taylor Higgins. She went to the back line that time from the service line, and that's an ace. Taylor Higgins has been in the serving groove here tonight.
Higgins with her 5th ace of the night.
7 serving 2. It's another beauty. Kelsey, though, scoops it up. And miscommunication on the side of the Lobos. One of those I got it, you got it, nobody gets it moments. And Hawaii up 6. Jeff Nelson, some of that confidence that was oozing when we talked to him before the match, not quite apparent in his facial expression. Kelsey, that one passed perfectly to the setter. Riddle laying the smackdown that time.
Riddle's only got one blocker up. She is just unstoppable.
I mean, it's pretty impossible, I think.
Yeah, when you get 2 blockers up, though, you have a chance.
Simone Henderson sends it long. Hawaii the beneficiary, 9, serving 3. And time on Olivao for as many superlatives as we have thrown at Chantel Riddle. Taimana Olivao has had one heck of a match so far. 11 kills, hitting .241 and a couple of blocks. Also has been affected from the service line. Here's Riddle against a double block and was able to issue it past Olivia McGill.
I like the way Hannah Johnson brought Riddle inside that time. Just a different set. Hawaii's block could not adjust inside far enough, and Riddle just ripped it across court.
Riddle the serve, Mendoza the pass. Left side, Greeley. It's interesting, Greeley with that nonchalant sort of disposition out there on the floor. Almost emotionless in her facial expressions. She's able to just pull off some incredible stuff out there. Riddle comes flying in. Maybe bit off a little more than she could chew as the set was tight to the net, hit it into the net, and another timeout taken by Jeff Nelson. Hawaii pouring it on here early in the 3rd.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii up 11-4, and it is Anderson serving. Huff on the overpass, couldn't put it down. Kelsey was there. But the Lobos will send a free ball Hawaii's way. Here's Greeley to the back row and in. She has a variety of shots, Chris.
She really does. She can go fine. She can cross court. She can get deep middle. That time she chose to go over the smaller outside blocker, Hannah Johnson. And notice Hawaii scoring more points when Riddle goes to the back row. She can't block from the back row.
Riddle set, that is Gillette, sends it long, point Hawaii, and they are up 9 here in this 3rd set, a 4-0 run for the Lady Bows. By Anderson. Adolfo on the second touch. That was a slam dunk at the net by Kalea Adolfo, going back to her basketball days.
She's such a good athlete, has such good presence when she's out there. She knows where the ball is, she knows where the net is, she knows where her feet are. She has to make a very quick reaction play there. The captain gets the point.
Hawaii up 10. Warren able to just soft touch it over the block and down, and New Mexico applying the tourniquet there. Down by 9. Anderson comes off and Mendoza on for Hawaii.
And of all ways to end their run is with 4 people watching a tip go down.
Stiff pass by Mendoza, middle set. Adolfo couldn't get a full swing on it. Chance now for the Lobos. It is Riddle from the back row. Mendoza picks it up. Manu Olivao from the back row. That's dug up. Free ball over the net. Chance for Hawaii. Higgins goes right side to Huff over a double block. And down. Megan Huff. You know, she has one of the most interesting nicknames on Instagram, Chris.
Oh, the best. Young Huff Diggity. Young Huff Diggity. Where'd she come up with that? George and Margaret, her parents right now, are probably watching on streaming computer right now.
That one off the block. Good hit by Devin Sowers. Hey, we're just helping to increase her load of followers on Instagram, right?
She's been converted, you know, from middle. She came in as a middle, and all of a sudden, big move to the outside has made a nice adjustment.
6 serving 15. Greeley with the pass. Step out goes to Adolfo.
Oh, what a precise set from Taylor Higgins, too, right where Calais Adolfo likes it. Block couldn't get up in time. They got stretched out as well. They were running out to get there, don't get there in time, and Calais has the last word.
And that was an exclamation point following that last word. Left side, Sowers. Dug up by Greeley, tight to the net. Adolfo gets a swing, one hand save, Kelsey. Now Sowers again, the touch shot off the block. Higgins goes outside, Manuel Leval. She is in the zone tonight, Chris.
Well, I think there was a verbal call there, a little audible call in the middle of that play. Olival wanted the ball set inside, sure enough. Higgins heard it, gave her the ball in the right spot, and the Mexico block was not ready for that at all.
Hawaii up double digits here in the third. Step out. This is Henderson. She drills it past the double block attempt. The time on Olival, the progression, so important to the fate of this team, long haul. Coaching staff saying she made the biggest leap of her career this past offseason. She's now ready for the bigger load, and it appears so. Here she is again, that inside set. They're going to go to her a second time off of the Greeley setup. No touch at the net, it goes long. Point Lobos.
Once again, I think Higgins had a chance to go back to Adolfo on a slide there.
Short set that time. Adolfo mistimed the slide, knuckled up in the air by Kelsey, and then she has to bump pass it over. Free chance for Hawaii. Adolfo, that one much better timed, but waiting and looming. The long arm of Cassie House.
Good swing by Adolfo, nice set by Higgins, but an even better block by Cassie House, a 6'2" sophomore from Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
He was a state champion high jumper and a top swimmer in high school. Here's Manuel Leval off the block. Right there is Kahakai. They go back row to Greeley. Handcuff Kelsey for another kill.
Now that's the way to run the offense, Taylor Higgins. Move it around, spread it from pin to pin. Go outside to Olival, back to Adolfo, and then down the middle from the back row to Greeley. That was well selected by Taylor Higgins.
And those are the serve. Hawaii up 18-19. Middle set Henderson. That one touched the top of the tape. So a chance for Hawaii. Manuel Leval went up the elevator. A couple extra levels there.
Look who she challenged.
Right through Riddle.
Riddle, I can't believe it. Nobody should challenge Riddle. This goes right through Riddle's hands. That was a field goal.
That's some confidence from Manuel Leval as Mendoza serves it into the twine. There haven't been too many success stories when challenging Riddle on that side of the net, but time on Olival. She's got something brewing here.
Mendoza and Kelsey having a digging battle. Mendoza with 13 digs, Kelsey with 14 digs.
Higgins to McGill. That's dug up by the freshly inserted Chavez. And put down by Julia Warren. Warren, her dad, Mark, played 2 seasons for the New York Knicks and is in the Cal State San Bernardino Hall of Fame. So she's got some of those athletic genes that we see throughout the volleyball landscape. Serve, though, from Chavez goes long. It's a point for Hawaii. 20 serving 11, and back to serve is Taylor Higgins, who has 6 service aces in the match. The last time a UH player had 6+ aces in a match, Emily Hartong, who had 6 against Wichita State, August 27th, 2011. Another tough serve by Higgins. An opportunity for Hawaii. Manuel Leval looking like she can hit it past anybody right now, Chris.
That's a solid block up there between Riddle and Henderson. That is as good a block as New Mexico can put up.
Pass by Kelsey. Tracking it down is the setter Johnson. Off of one leg, Warren gets it over. Manuel Leval lines up, takes something off. Diving save Kelsey. Henderson dives as well. And somehow put over by Warren. Middle set to McGill. Nobody saves that one. Almost a sly smile that time by Olivia McGill.
And I like the way that Olival changed up her shot that time. Didn't go up to try to drill it. Ball was set a little inside, a little tight. And I really think she would have been stuffed by Riddle. Instead, she hit an off-speed shot high over the block and ended up winning the rally eventually.
McGill, 8 kills without a hitting error on 17 swings, hitting .471. Higgins. Off of the block goes Riddle. Mendoza there. Chance for Hawaii. Middle set McGill. That one had a little more pepper on it. And a point for Hawaii.
Yeah, more of a full swing that time from McGill. She got up, got a full swing. Higgins does a nice job of setting her higher, but higher. You can hardly set her high enough. 9 kills, no errors, hitting .500. How about those numbers?
Higgins, another tough serve. Good pass by Kelsey. Lauren is denied access. McGill next to Huff, posting up the obstruction. A 5-0 run for Hawaii.
It's a pretty big block out there. Huff at 6'3", McGill at 6'3".
Chance for Hawaii to take the third. And an ace for Taylor Higgins. That's number 7. And Hawaii takes the third set, running away from the New Mexico Lobos. 25-11. Set number 3 goes to a smiling Dave Shoji and the Rainbow Wahine, and they'll have a chance to close it out when we come back. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii up 2-1 over New Mexico. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. And I guess it'll be several cool plays all rolled into one, and that is Taylor Higgins and her 7 service aces tonight, Chris.
Well, she just has such great rhythm. Ultimately, she has a great toss first. Then she has a nice run-up. And she's got that just natural arm swing that puts a lot of topspin on the ball. You notice a lot of her aces have come on the back line where it drops at the last second, comes down with all that heavy topspin. But wow, what a demonstration she's put on tonight and how to hit the jump serve.
If Hawaii ends it in the 4th, this will be the most service aces in a 4-set match in Hawaii history. Sarah Mason had 9 service aces in a 3-set match back in 2006, and Amber Kaufman in a 5-set match. That's the all-time single match record for Hawaii. In 2008 had 11.
That one was pretty amazing. I remember watching that one. Amber Kaufman was absolutely on fire. I recall, I think 10 of the 11 were in a row. I'm not positive.
I recall that too. You might be right on that. I can't.
I remember it was sitting back and going,
yeah,
telling your father, that might have been the greatest serving exhibition ever. With all due respect to Yuval Katz and Kostas Theoharidis.
That's right. What
Amber Kaufman did was amazing.
Yeah, no, I recall that. I can't recall the exact number, but I think you're right. It was something pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Well, Hawaii had better not get too cocky here, because even though they won 25-11 in that 3rd set, this is still a very good New Mexico team that they've got to respect.
Yeah, they don't want to give them life. And that's a good start in trying to accomplish that goal as Calais Greeley serves up the ace. It's kind of becoming the theme here for Hawaii tonight. That's the 9th total service ace for the Rainbow Wahine. Greeley. How about another one? Back-to-back style.
Now they've got 11 aces and 10 errors. That's a pretty good ratio.
And a bit of an expression from Calais Greeley following the back-to-back aces. We saw her looking over to the bench and smiling a bit. Usually somewhat of a stoic.
She is very stoic
figure. Off the net, this is Warren, had to take something off. Diving save, Greeley, beautifully done. Adolfo on the slide, hit it fat and long. So a point for the Lobos. But we've talked about Calais Greeley on our own. She doesn't look like necessarily the most athletic person on the floor, the quickest or the fastest, but her timing is impeccable.
Very high volleyball IQ as well. She's been playing for a long time.
Tai Mano'olevao bringing the thunder.
15 kills for Tai. Racking up the kills, racking up the kill percentage, getting better and better with each swing.
Her career high is 16 kills. That came against Cal State Northridge last year. Another tough serve, that time from Mendoza. Middle set. missed the target. It was intended for Victoria Sprague, the 6'5" freshman. She whiffed on it, and then it went wide. So a point for Hawaii in a somewhat unorthodox manner. Pass by Chavez, tight to the net. They tried to set up Riddle, and she just has to touch it over. Little mistiming on the exchange with the setter, and Manole Vao wedged it between the antenna and the twine. That attack for Hawaii seemed a little doomed from the start.
Dave showed you off the bench because he was not happy with how his team played the second ball. He wanted to see a better setup there for Taimano Olivao.
Mendoza straddling the sideline with the pass, touched over by Greeley. And waiting for the dump shot was McGill. Now they set up Warren on the outside block, but it goes out. So Hawaii playing that second touch by the setter a lot better tonight. We saw Greeley get up on it and turn it back on Johnson, and that time it was McGill ready for it.
And that's improvement from week 1 to week 2 right there.
Riddle with the serve, past Greeley. High and away it goes to Manole Vao off the block, diving save Warren. They go to Riddle from the back line. And that's dug up over the net by Greeley, but Mendoza saves it off of the rat-a-tat play. Now Manole Vao, little pepper on it. Kelsey there. Warren, hard angle off of the antenna, saved by Mendoza. Manole Vao again, the dink right there is Riddle. Advantage Lobos. Step out Sprague, blocked and down.
Lobos pesky, refusing to go away despite being down 4-1 to start this set, or 4-0. And they bounce back.
Riddle again, right up against the service line. And, well, you can't do it any better than that. Stuck on the top of the tape and then just fell over. A 5-0 run for New Mexico and their first lead of this fourth set. Timeout, Dave Shoji. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. Hawaii career service aces. Fitting that we have this statistic for you. Kim Willoughby, the all-time leader, 194. She was a rainbow wahine that could do a little bit of everything. How about Lisa Strand at number 3? Now, Lisa Strand, of course. Here's Calais Greeley off the block. Johnson goes step out to Sprague, but she missed it long, so that's a point for Hawaii. That was the first New Mexico lead, by the way, at 5 serving 4 since the first set.
That lead in the first set was 24-23.
Here's the serve by Higgins. 7 service aces on the evening. And Warren catching the Hawaii D off guard. Yeah, the Lobos winning the first set, 26-24. Hawaii taking set number 2, 25-18, and then just rolling past New Mexico, 25-11 in the third. But the Lobos trying to still make a match of it here in the fourth. They lead by 1. Warren the jump serve, Mendoza the pass. Higgins decides to go outside to Huff. That's off the block, and Kelsey right there. Here's House. Forget about it. Manole Vao right next to McGill, denying access.
Gotta be engaged, Engage. Get that ball up for him.
Manole Vao with a service ace to her credit. Make it 2. This has been something.
Well, what a turnaround from their serving performance this past weekend when Dave Shoji and the fans exasperated with so many service errors. Tonight they're flooding us with service aces.
Followed by the service error that time by Manole Vao. You can tell what they worked on in practice this week. It was a bit of a short week, of course. The last match was on Sunday against San Diego State, and here we are on a Thursday night. Kelsey with the serve, 2-hand pass. Greeley, middle set, McGill, diving save by Henderson, well done. And then a net violation as McGill falls to the floor. That's a point for the Lobos. I mentioned the Thursday night match here tonight. Turnstile crowd of 3,840 coming to the Stan Sheriff Center this evening. Here's McGill from the middle off the ricochet. There is Riddle. Back row set goes to Warren against a triple block. And they put it right back on the Lobos side.
Oh, what a bonus it was for Hawaii to get Olivia McGill from the University of Arizona in the offseason. Wow, what a catch.
6 blocks for McGill. She also has 9 kills with no hitting errors. There is a service error from Claire Marie Anderson. New Mexico jumps back on top.
Well, between McGill and Adolfo, there's only 1 error between the two of them in about almost 30 swings.
Those are the pass. Here is Adolfo on the slide. Quick slide there. Rattle-tattled around on the side of New Mexico. And Hawaii has to scramble, so the Lobos with the advantage. Riddle. Oh, she got up there that time into the stratosphere before bringing it down.
It's a good double quick this time. There's a quick in front and a quick behind. Making it tough for the bow blockers.
Back row set. Manuole Vau finds a way to make it work. She has 16 kills, Chris.
Dave Shoji coaching very hard on the sideline. He does not want this set or this match to go to the 5th set. So he's really working hard over there. He's up on almost every play there. He's up again right now. He said the last 2 players served into the net. He does not want the next player to serve into the net as well. He wants them to become a habit. So Kahakai's got instructions, I'm sure, to keep it in, but it's got to be aggressive, too. If you serve too easy, serve that lollipop up there, then you're just giving the other team the free side out.
That one does get in. Kelsey the pass. Here is Riddle. Caught it fat. Manuole Vau the save. Now Greeley against Riddle and company. A net violation called against Adolfo. So it'll be a point for New Mexico. Now, we should say that Manuole Vau has tied her career high with that 16th kill. Again, 16 kills last year versus co-Big West champ Cal State Northridge. Sitting on 16 kills on 43 swings here tonight. Another out serve. That time by Stephanie Chavez. So 10 serving 11, and Greeley back there to slap it into play for Hawaii. Tends to major in psychology. She has the IQ on the volleyball court. That's for sure. Here's Warren on the 10-foot line. Mendoza there. Left side, Manuole Vau making a career high 17 for the Punahou alum.
And again, she's challenging Riddle. Found some way to get around that block. I'm not sure if she went down the line. Yeah, she went down the line there, which is, I'll tell you, that's asking for trouble, in my opinion, because Riddle is so good on that line with 7 blocks on the night.
6th tie of this 3rd set. Really, the jump floater past Chavez. Johnson goes high and away to Warren. Caught the back line. So the Lobos keeping even or better with Hawaii here in the 4th set.
Returning Mountain West Freshman of the Year, getting the job done with that little high snapper over the block.
Overpass that time by Kahakai. Punched back over to the Hawaii side. Higgins middle to Adolfo. Lays the smack down on that one.
Good connection between Adolfo and Higgins right there. Adolfo asking for a little bit of what they call a gap set. That's in between the outside blocker and the middle blocker. And it worked. Nobody up.
Kelsey, that one passed over the net. Manuole Vau couldn't put it down, though. Now Riddle had to quick hop the approach and hit it into the antenna. Interestingly enough, as smooth sailing as it was in the opening set for Chantel Riddle, it seems as though she's laboring a little bit now. Some of the timing hasn't quite been there. 4th lead change of this 4th set. Mendoza allows it to get tied up again.
Riddle having words with Nelson there in between points. She was frustrated with her swing at the set.
McGill, that one blocked and out. Olivia McGill hitting at a very high clip. That is her 10th kill. She is up over 450 now in her kill percentage. Still without a hitting error. She's at 476 to be exact. And there is an ace. Taylor Higgins, make it number 8.
Taylor Higgins cuts this one to her left. Most of her shots been down the middle.
Ooh, almost had another one there. Here's Warren from the outside off the block. Diving save, Manu Olivao. Higgins sets right side to Huff. Found the floor where no Lobos were.
What a smart play by Huff. She had no approach, no run up. All she had was a standing jump there. And at 6'3", a standing jump for her, she can still be at spike level. And she chose the little tip shot, which was a really smart move.
Higgins, pass by Kelsey. Setup goes to Warren over the block. Dug up in the back row by Greeley to the net, and Warren puts it down. So Jules Warren will retreat back. Will retreat back to serve here on 14 serving 60. That goes into the net. Some very ill-timed service errors for New Mexico tonight, and a timeout signaled by Lobos head coach Jeff Nelson. He's certainly frustrated the way the last 3 sets have gone. Hawaii is looking to close out this match. There's a look, someone sitting courtside of note. That's Janice Ruggiero, formerly Janice Branch. She is currently New Mexico's Senior Associate AD, Senior Women's Administrator, but she played on the 1988 UH Women's Basketball team. Vince Gu's first season, and check out the media guide cover that was taken at Castle Park. Branch was in that picture along with Dana Takahara Diaz, Maria Stapfer, and a mustache-donning Vince Gu. How about that? Hawaii getting the point out of that last timeout, and here is Manu Olivao with the serve. This is House from off the net. Right side, Huff able to get a good swing on it, and it works out as she plugs it through the block. An 8-2 run now for the Rainbow Wahine.
And again, the insertion of the second jump server, I think, has been good for Hawaii. It's just disconcerting to pass receivers on the other side when they're getting a jump floater, then a jump server, then a jump floater. They just cannot get in a rhythm. And certainly Higgins has wreaked havoc with them tonight.
House blocked, but out. It was Huff. Huff had the smile going. She thought she had pulled one off, but that one just missed.
I bet that was close. I bet that was close because she was celebrating, to be sure.
15 serving 19, and it is the Eva Beach native Ashley Kelsey putting it into play. Greeley the pass. Middle set. McGill able to finish the deal. Boy, did she get up on that one, Chris.
Yeah, her 11th kill, no errors. Now, she just sort of quietly flies under the radar. She doesn't do anything spectacular, but just gets kill after kill. Doesn't make many errors. Is really solid with the net blocking.
Dave Shoji saying this week, hey, we're still learning how to set her. We have to set her high. We have to set her quick. You alluded to that on the broadcast last week, Chris. As House gets stuffed. There's the block that Megan Huff thought she had a few sequences ago.
Young Huff Diggity got the job done. 6'3" freshman from Federal Way, Washington, Beamer High School.
He was a 4-year starter in volleyball over there. Also played basketball. Step out goes to Henderson. Kept alive by Manu Olivao. She gets the set from the back row. Warren the dig for New Mexico. Again, Henderson from the middle, and a net violation will go against Hawaii. So a point for the Lobos. It's now 16, serving 21. But getting back to Olivia McGill, Dave Shoji, upon saying we're still learning how to set her, he says, hey, you just wait until later in the season. She's just going to get better and better and better. Right side, here's Huff. She's getting better in this match.
She's improving in front of our very eyes as we speak. It's amazing. It's like she's coming out of a cocoon. She was a middle blocker 3 weeks ago. And all of a sudden, she's the bomber on the right side.
How about some of the warm ovations from the Stan Sheriff Center crowd for these freshmen here tonight? Riddle from the outside, blocked and roofed. Adolfo and Higgins. And maybe, just maybe, Hawaii has has sort of solved the riddle of New Mexico tonight. Dare we say?
I'm not sure, because Riddle's such a terrific player, and she did so much to help New Mexico win that first set. But certainly since that first set, it's been a different story.
Yeah.
Hawaii has blocked her better. You know, she's committed a few errors now. Riddle's got 11 errors, whereas before she only had a couple in that first set. She's now hitting 152. She was hitting 400 in the first set. She's still got those 7 big blocks, I think 6 of which she had in the first set. So Hawaii, I think, definitely has done a better job with her. But she's such an amazing athlete that it's tough to completely solve the riddle.
Hawaii actually beating New Mexico in the total blocks department now, 12.5 to 9, and Hawaii has outblocked the Lobos 11.5 to 3 since that first set. But you mentioned Riddle's athleticism, and we referred to her as a bit of a freak of nature along that net for New Mexico. Extraterrestrial even. And perhaps there's something to that. She's from Roswell, New Mexico. Of course, Roswell, the famous 1947 UFO crash. I'm just saying.
I was wondering when you were going to bring that up during the telecast. That's that thing called Area 51 or something. There's another name for it, for that area where they did all the extraterrestrial studies. But she certainly was otherworldly in the first set and literally carried the Lobos on her back in an amazing fashion that first set.
Yeah, she is a phenomenal player, but Hawaii has been able to, for whatever reason, keep her somewhat at bay over the last 3 sets. Can they for much longer, though? Riddle dug up there by Manuole Vau. Greeley the swing off the block and down.
Is that another freshman?
That's another one. And the crowd is now standing following another spectacular play by a Rainbow Wahine freshman. Aloha ball. Kahakai the serve. Set right side to Riddle. Has to push it over. There's Higgins. Kahakai bump set to Greeley. Warren diving save, nudged back over. Step out. Adolfo off the block. Right there is Henderson. Bump set, here is Riddle from off the net. Got the fingertips of the block. Manuole Vau the dig. From the back row, Manuole Vau. That's dug up by Johnson. Riddle will get another crack at it. It's blocked, kept alive by Johnson. And a free chance for Hawaii to finish this match. Higgins to Greeley. Blocked en route. And there was Chantel Riddle in all of her blocking glory once again, prolonging this 4th set.
Her 8th block of the night. What a show she's put on at the net. Look at her go up, press over. That ball's blocked straight down. No way to cover that.
It is Mayfield to serve for New Mexico. Has to get this one in. Greeley, an overpass. Henderson couldn't put it down. Lobos keep it alive. Now Riddle. Dug up by Manuole Vau. Kahakai has to bump set it. It'll be Manuole Vau from the back row. That's blocked. Adolfo pops it into the air. Now Greeley off the block and down. And this one is over. After losing the first set, the Rainbow Wahine turn it on and win 3 straight to take this match against New Mexico. A very game New Mexico squad on the opening night of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Volleyball Classic. Great performance from Tai Manuole Vau. Career high 17 kills. Olivia McGill hits 511 kills, error-free in the attacking department to go along with 7 blocks. And then the service aces by Taylor Higgins. What'd you think, Chris?
Well, how about the young pups? The freshmen coming in. Greeley, Huff, all of the Kahakai. They all come in and they perform well. Claire Marie Anderson, they all come in as if they're like veterans or something.
A contribution from all sorts of players on this roster here tonight as Hawaii wins in 4. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs. He's with Dave Shoja. Scott.
Hey, thanks a lot, Konoha. Coach, well, it seemed like the momentum of this match swung around when you brought in Kalei Greeley. She performed very well for you tonight. You didn't start her tonight. What about tomorrow night?
Well, you know, she's played well last weekend, but I wanted to give Ginger another shot, and we started slowly, and you know, Kalei did give us a little lift. She only got, I think, 3 kills in the first game and a half, but she's really steady out there. She passes well, and nothing seems to fluster her. She's nervous, but she can perform still. And Megan Huff came in and did a nice job, too, as well. You know, know, I didn't want to have 2 freshmen out there, but they seem to really pick up the team.
Well, you got one veteran in Taimano Olivao. She didn't play on Sunday, but the 3 matches she's played this year, she's gotten better every match. She looks really good.
Well, we knew that. We knew Ty was going to be better this year. She's more mature. She's really into it mentally. Last year, she was in and out. First year, you know, I was going to redshirt her, but she's really taken on some leadership. And she was named assistant captain just because of that. She's just done a marvelous job off the court. Wonderful kid, and just now getting rewarded for the hard work.
You're serving. We talked about last week the problems you had with serving tonight. You served much better. How about Taylor Higgins with 8 service aces?
Well, she's got some pace on the ball, and that's what you have to have on a jump serve, on the spin serve. And, you know, at first they tried to pass with 2 people. I knew that wasn't going to work if she could get it in. So we got a really good serving out of everybody tonight.
All right, tomorrow night you take on another Pac-12 team, another ranked opponent in the University of Oregon. I know you watched their match earlier against St. John's. What did you take away from it?
Oh, they're really physical. They got some great athletes. Hopefully we can be better volleyball players than them. But if we had a wrestling match, we wouldn't win that thing. But anyway, it's going to be interesting because they do have athletes, but I hope we can be quicker than they are.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot.
All right, Scott.
Dave Shoji, head coach of the Rainbow Wahine. Back to you guys, Kanoa and Chris.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Yeah, fortunately, they're not wrestling and playing volleyball, which gives the Rainbow Wahine a fighting chance. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Easy call for New Mexico, certainly. Chantel Riddle, 11 kills. Hit 132, though, a little bit below her standard. 8 blocks, however, as well, as she simply dominated the first set. And Taylor Higgins, 46 assists. But the number tonight, 8 service aces, a huge reason why Hawaii was able to sustain the momentum.
Yeah, she really provided so much momentum for this team, and every time they got in a lull at all, it seemed like Taylor would go back there and serve an ace, energize everybody, and play just got better. Everybody elevated their level of play, and she was the catalyst, no question.
You talked about the improvement. Usually the biggest improvement you see in a season is between week 1 and week 2. What'd you see tonight as far as that improvement?
Well, clearly the serving was better. More aces, fewer errors. Still some untimely service errors, but some like after timeouts and after a player who served out before you, little things like that. But for the most part, big improvement in the serving area. And I think in the attacking area, once Taylor started serving away from Chantel Riddle, I think Hawaii's hitting got better. Love the way that she's getting the ball to McGill more. Love the way she's getting the ball to Adolfo more. And the passing was pretty solid. And guess what? Mendoza, another big night of digging.
Yeah.
So all the way around, everybody seemed to get better tonight because clearly New Mexico was a very, very solid opponent. And I thought better than San Diego State, to be sure.
Yeah, and Hawaii out-blocking a very formidable New Mexico team, particularly at the net, 12.5 team blocks to 10. So Hawaii with reason to feel confident, and I think dropping that first set, there was that question, how would this still very young team respond? And they responded well, and they were led by the players who are being called upon to lead this year, particularly Taimano Olivao.
Exactly. And the sign of great teams always is resilience. Can you bounce back? And clearly this team bounced back from a disappointing first set loss. And it was led by Taimano Olivao and Higgins aces and Mano Olivao's attacks on the outside. She even started challenging Riddle on the outside there. Got a little swag going on. I wouldn't challenge Riddle. She was unbelievable out there.
Yeah, she had a fantastic night. So a win for Hawaii in 4 sets over New Mexico. They'll be back here tomorrow night to take on Oregon. That is it for us. Hawaii improving to 3-1 on this young season. Lobos falling to 2-2. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Stay tuned for the postgame.